Hey superstars, welcome back to the channel. So we're just gonna get right into it. If it's your first time here at the channel, welcome. My name is Angie Starr. This is Life with Starr. If you find something here at the channel interesting to you and it makes you feel like you want to subscribe, then go ahead, because I ain't gonna stop you. And then click the notification bell so you don't miss a single upload coming your way. Share, comment, like this video. So y'all, first of all, if you guys seen my last video, you guys know that I had redid our locks. Well, not redid them, but kind of touched them up at the root. But you guys, I, for like a couple days, have been having some issues because they're actually weighing really heavy on me. And they're causing me to have like a headache. And I'm not able to sleep that well. So we're going to cut them off. Well, we're going to cut them shorter. So I have my little mirror here so I can see what the hell I'm doing. So we're gonna cut them shorter, few inches. I mean, I'm probably gonna bring them up like right up in this area because they're just too damn heavy. And I'm probably gonna take them down by the end of next weekend, but at least this will help remove some of the weight from them. So while we're doing this, I figured that it'd be kind of cool to give you guys an update on, I think, what do y'all think? Is this like a good length? I thought it'd be kind of cool to give you guys like a little update on where we stand with our Ancestry test results. So just to kind of catch everybody else up, if you haven't heard or seen from my other social media or from the other video that I posted some time ago, a couple months back in November on the channel, that I had found out that at the age of 27 that I was adopted, right? And I've known since 27 that I was adopted. And I've had, you know, pictures and some information that could have helped lead me to my my birth mom. But I just wasn't in the place or the mental space to like see that or take it head on, rather. And this past November of last year, I had decided that I was going to go ahead and try to find her. And I posted the pictures that I had of her and some other family members online. And it went, I guess you could say it went viral. You know what I mean? Like, I had posted it on TikTok, and TikTok is where it had seemed to get most of the traction. So it went crazy on TikTok. And then I got a message from her saying like, hey, my name is so-and-so. I live in so-and-so, and I'm your mom. So fast forward, we kind of sped into things, which I'm not mad at. It's just that, you know, sometimes before you start to have like meet and greets and just hanging out and creating memories, you kind of do a little bit of like talking, like, hey, what led us to this point? What got us to this point? Etc., etc. Like, why did I get put up for adoption? You know, all those things, the questions, because regardless if you're in a healed space, it's still like a lot to take in to find out, you know, that you were adopted. And I was already a grown woman, you know what I mean? So fast forward, you know, obviously I've seen her a few times now because she lives local to where I am. And we have finally had the, you know, that burning conversation to get, you know, so that I can get a little bit more clarity on how I got to, you know, this point. Like, how did we get from point A to point now? You know what I mean? So we've had that burning conversation. And initially, based on information that was provided to me, I'm going to be real with y'all. I was not interested on trying to find anything regarding my dad. And I know that a lot of people have like mixed opinions about me saying that or doing that or whatever, but it's just some details that I'm just having a hard time wrapping my mind around. And I think it's just a natural thing to have an opinion, whether I know the person or not. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the way of the world. This side is much shorter. This side is shorter than this side, you guys. So we're going to have to even that out. But I had made a decision that, you know what? I had already ordered the Ancestry test. It just so happened that it came after the fact. Like, I had already found my mom, and the test that came after the fact. So I said, you know what? I owe it to myself, like, to still see this through. And regardless if nothing comes about, like me finding my birth dad, you know, it's just really all a part of the journey. You know what I mean? Like, this is my story. I'd be settling. Not settling. I would be doing myself a disservice, okay? If I didn't follow through on the Ancestry kit test and, you know, see what other information is out there. Because just because I found my mom doesn't mean that I can't find anything regarding to, you know, my dad. Like, neither of them have anything to do with the other. You know what I mean? So, it's been about almost 5 weeks, I want to say, since I've done the test, you guys. The results are not back, but I was panicking the other day because my activation code, like when you get the test, if you guys never done the Ancestry test before, the way that I'm just cutting this hair is literally how, like, I cut people out my life. I can't. No thought, just doing it, I can't. But this side is still off. So if you've never done an Ancestry kit, DNA test kit before, you have to put your saliva into a little test tube that they provide to you, and then you mail it off. But before you put it in the sealed package and put it in the box, you have to document what your activation code is, because otherwise you have no way of getting notified about your test results. So obviously, you know, I didn't write it down, but I wrote it down on the card, and I had been holding on to the activation card where I had written down my activation, like, code number. And I panicked the other day because it got thrown away. Now, obviously not intentionally thrown away, but it did get thrown away. So I started to panic, you know, and I had recorded me doing the test on my phone. So thankfully it was my phone that I was able to retrieve thankfully from my phone footage, I was able to retrieve the code in order to try to sit here and decipher, you know, what the activation code was. It took me a little bit of time, but we had eventually figured it out, y'all, because otherwise I would have been screwed. I would have had no activation code, which meant that once my DNA test results would have come back, I would have had no way to see what those test results were. And I wouldn't have been able to activate it, which means that nobody else would have been able to, I wouldn't have been able to activate the code without the code, which means that anybody else that I may have been tied to biologically would have no recollection of me either. So it was almost a bad situation, y'all. Do y'all like this length? Is this cool? Or should we go shorter? I feel like it feels a lot lighter on my head because, baby, I felt like the devil himself was pulling me down. Woo! But is this cool, y'all? Do y'all think I should go shorter? Like, what do y'all think? Should we go shorter? I think this is cool for right now. I may change my mind. I don't know. But anywho, so I was able to decipher the code. I got the code activated. So now I'm literally just kind of waiting to see, you know, how much longer it's going to take. They say 6 to 8 weeks, and it says, you know, could be longer or whatever, depending, because I guess everybody and their mom is sending their DNA test kits in the mail. I don't know. But I'm anxious to see what comes of it. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm going to jump the gun the way that I did with my mom. If I do find something out about him, and I'm going to be wanting to try to track him down, like, immediately, I have to take my time. You know, it's just one of those things where I really just feel like I need to take my time with it and really pray on it and just kind of see what it is that I really, really want to do. Because me and my mom, we're still getting to know each other as well. And it's a lot. Like, it's a lot to unpack. It's a lot to unload onto yourself. And I know that I sought this out. You know, I decided to take this journey and do it and go through that process. But I still need to kind of just like, wait a minute, seeing that how I already went through it with her, I need to be like a little bit more mindful of me and where I am mentally and what I feel like I can actually, you know, continue to take on. It's like a whole new world when you're meeting people that you've never met before and you're trying to, you know, get some understanding and get to know each other and, you know, just it's a lot. But I'm excited to see the genealogy part of the DNA test, to see, you know, how that correlates to what I've already found out from my mom and like her background and whatnot. And it's going to be kind of exciting to start seeing like if like little matches start popping up, you know. Who knows, I might have a cousin that live across the street. Like, I don't know. You just never know who you're tied to, connected to, and what those relationships can lead to. And if they lead to nothing, that's okay too. You have to also have that in mind. It's okay if it leads to nothing. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to give you guys a quick little update and cut our hair, because that was really, like, that was a weight. I feel like it was a weight lifted off of me. I don't know if I'm gonna cut them shorter. We'll really just see. I know the next time I do any type of locks, soft locks, faux locks, whatever you want to call them locks, they are not going to be as long as they were. Those were 18-inch locks, and as they grow out, like they get longer, and I let them grow out, and then I redid the roots, which means that they were probably more like 20-inch. There's just too much damn hair on my head. Like, I can't do it. So the next time I do the locks, we're not going to let them be that long. We're going to keep them probably something like this, like a 12-inch, maybe 14-inch, like nothing crazy. But yeah, so what do you guys think? Like, this is so crazy. I don't know. I feel like I'll cross the bridge when it comes, like as far as my test results go. And I'll definitely cross the bridge if I have an idea of what my father's name is, okay? I have an idea of how old he may be, and I have some information about him, and I think that's why I'm struggling so much about how I may or may not want to proceed. I mean, I'll be 37 years old, so yes, should you judge a person after it's been so long? Like, people change. Maybe not, but at the same time, like, people are who they are, and there's just some details about him that I'm just struggling wrapping my mind around. And you have to really ask yourself, is that somebody who you want to invite into your space and into your world? You know what I mean? So yeah. And when we get to that point, you know, obviously I'm an open book. Like, everybody knows that. So it's still my story to tell. I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad. I'm not trying to, you know, beat anybody down or anything like that, or make anybody look bad. It's my story to tell. So when I'm more comfortable to give like those extra bits of details, then I will. But as it stands now, we are still waiting on the test results to come back. They haven't come back yet, you guys. But as soon as I am updated, I think I'm supposed to get like an email or something. Here, let's go to the site real quick and see. I know there's nothing on here, but let's just see if there is. If there's anything on here. Let's just see. All right, so as you guys can see, maybe you can, maybe you can't. That little empty section is where my test results will show. So it says, once your DNA test results are ready, a summary of your results will appear there in that empty space section. So nothing is available yet, you guys. Like I said, it's been about, I want to say about 5 weeks now. But you got to factor in mail time and then processing time and whatnot, so forth. So as soon as I know, I will update you guys. So yeah, quick little update. It's nothing fancy. You know, I just wanted to come on because it would just be easier just to kind of record me talking a little bit instead of doing like a 60-second video trying to cram it all in there. I think that people were a little bit invested when I had initially posted everything about like the whole journey of me trying to find my mom and whatnot and etc. So I felt like, you know, at least a nice 10 to 15 minute video was a little bit more appropriate. So yeah, you guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, or if you are kind of anticipating getting an update on my Ancestry DNA test results and whatnot, then give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Click the notification bell so you don't miss the next upload regarding this whole journey. You don't want to miss it because I know it's going to be good. And yeah, follow us on our other social media platforms. I'll put the links in the description box below. And you guys have a great day. Spread love. It's free. It costs nothing to tell somebody that you love them. And I love you guys, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. Go and watch our other videos, you guys. I know there's mukbangs on here. There's beauty related makeup. There's all kinds of stuff on here, and I like view our shorts, like if you guys are into those like quick little snippet videos. But take the time and go, you know, view our channel to see if there's something else enjoyable on here for you. And I think that you may find something that you enjoy. So yeah, you guys. All right. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.